We're going to have candidates for the 5th Congressional District race. We have Glenn Thompson, Republican, and Kerith Strano-Taylor, Democrat. And we're going to follow basically the same format as we did in the first segment of the forum. We're going to open it up with 3-minute opening remarks. Ms. Taylor is going to, Glenn Thompson is going to be the first up. And I'll remind you that the yellow card is 30 seconds, warning, red means okay, shall we get started? At this time, I'm going to ask Glenn Thompson to introduce himself to us.
Thank you.
Well, good evening, everyone. What a privilege and honor to be able to be here. Thank you to the Clinton County Christian Coalition for hosting this, what is an annual event every 2 years in the life of those of us who run for Congress. Really is a privilege and honor to be here. It's great to see Kerith. We, once every 2 years, it seems like we speed date for about a month. And I appreciate her being here tonight. I want to say thank you to all the folks in Clinton County for your support, and quite frankly for your prayers. Prayers for my service and for our nation. I have a lot of prayer partners here. I was with one this morning here in Clinton County. And there are so many ways that the citizens of Clinton County provide me support, but none more powerful than your prayers. I've never really promised that I'm here to bring Washington home. Quite frankly, you wouldn't want it here. But my promise has been to take your ideas, your challenges, your concerns, your problems, your issues, and most importantly, what I like to call your homegrown solutions to Washington. And you should be proud. We have been effective at doing that, at making a difference, not just for the citizens here in Clinton County, but quite frankly, the citizens all across this great nation. And my commitment has always been to listen, to lead, and to make a difference. My strategy to be effective with that, and we've been effective together, is to build partnerships. It's to reach across the aisle. It's good bipartisan work. And I'm proud of what we've accomplished together. Together we have made a difference. We've grown jobs by my national leadership for agriculture, for energy, for small business. The Farm Bill that I helped to write really was about supporting 1 in 7 Pennsylvanians that have their job directly or indirectly related to our #1 industry of agriculture. A strong Farm Bill by all measurements, supported and in a positive way, in a bipartisan way. I've been appointed to the leadership for the American Energy Act, and looking forward to working on that. And we've worked together to save Medicare and Social Security through legislation to ensure the future of those critical safety nets. We've saved lives and provided opportunity through legislation I've authored, serving our military and our veterans. There are reductions of suicide rate among our military. And we've invested in America's children and our nation's future with my leadership in elementary, secondary, career technical education, and higher education. Really looking forward to hearing your questions tonight. And again, once again, thank you to the Clinton County Christian Coalition. It's a privilege and honor to be here.
Good evening. My name is Kerith Strano-Taylor, and earlier this year I would not have guessed that I would be back here with you in 2016 after having run for Congress in 2014. As I might have explained to you then, but I'm happy to do so again now, because firstly, I'm really thankful that you all came out on a random Monday night, Columbus Day, to talk some politics. This has been an incredibly divisive year in our politics. It's been pretty ugly. Let's just own that. It's also been a really weird year in politics. I was a delegate for Bernie Sanders at the convention, and something that I found really fascinating amongst the folks that were supporting and still are Donald Trump and the folks that were supporting Bernie Sanders was they both agreed that our government wasn't serving us. Interesting that they have something in common. The Trump supporters often said to me that it's so broken that he can't do any worse, right? They believe that this is a Hail Mary. They want someone who's going to come in and fix it. The Sanders supporters often said to me that it was so broken, but they thought that he could make it better. So we were talking about the same glass, same water, half full, half empty. And I was surprised when I learned that. And even now, as I'm knocking on doors and I come across people that are supporting Trump or supporting Clinton, everyone agrees that they believe our government no longer serves us. So who do they serve, right? We could turn on the news and find out. Everybody familiar with the Wells Fargo nightmare, right? 1.5 million cases of identity theft. Now, if you or I walked to our neighbor's mailbox and pulled out a credit card app and filled it out and got a card, we would go to prison, right? But apparently the president of Wells Fargo, he doesn't go to prison, right? They were fined 3 days worth of profits. 3 days. And they were fined by something called the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which was created as part of Dodd-Frank. This was an organization that was meant to protect us from the greed of Wall Street. Mr. Thompson, amongst many other Republican congressmen, voted against that organization from coming into existence. We need to be protected, and we need to be represented because it's all about we the people. And apparently, from my perspective and many of the folks that I talk to, they believe that our government is only serving the people that can afford to buy policy that suits them. That's not how it's supposed to work. It was supposed to work for us. But until we start sending people to Congress that remember what it's like to go to the grocery store with coupons, I don't know if we're going to get there anytime soon. So that is one reason among many that I'm running again. I'm very much looking forward to your questions. And thank you again for coming.